Solving an equation. The only difference is instead of an equal sign, we have one of these. Alright, and what does this say? Less than. Alright, so everybody knows how to read their inequalities, right? Okay, we didn't have to go over that. Good. We'll start straight with number 1, and then I'll explain what these directions mean in a second. So number 1, we're trying to solve for what? B. That means get it on the one side of the what? Inequality sign by itself. Okay? So we just need to get rid of the what here? By subtracting. Easy peasy. So B is less than what? 8. Does anybody know what the difference is besides the fact that it's not an equal sign? When you solve inequalities, do you solve them the exact same way, same rules as a regular equation? Or is there one thing that's different? Y'all don't know.
There's one thing that's different, but I don't know what it is.
What happens when you divide by negative when you're doing inequalities? Do y'all remember? What flips? Good. Did y'all know that? Yes, no? Alright, let's write it up here just to remember. So write divide / multiply equation by a negative number I'm just going to put by minus, and then put equals flip sign. So anytime you divide or multiply the entire equation by a negative number, you're going to flip the inequality sign. That's the only difference. Alright, so here we have solved for B. We've done that part. Now the directions say describe the solution set using interval notation, and then graph the solution set. We're going to do this backwards. We're going to graph it first, then do it in interval notation. And when it means graph, it just means on a number line. Everybody knows what a number line is. Okay, for your number line for tests and quizzes, I just need 3 numbers on the number line. Just 3. The middle one I want always to be your solution, which is 8. And what would be a number that could go on this side? And if you wanted to put like 6 and 10, that's fine, as long as it's a number less than on this side, greater than on this side. Okay? Now, our solution is values what? Less than 8. Okay, so this means if there's no bar underneath, does it include 8? No, just everything less. So do y'all know what goes at 8? Good. Open circle. If you didn't know that, that's fine. We're going to go over that. So anytime there's no bar underneath, basically, so anytime there's less than or greater than, it's an open circle. Write that up here. Anytime it has a bar underneath, so it includes, you'll have a what? Closed circle. And for this one, which side is less than 8? Left or right? Left. Good. So we're going to shade everything to the left. And an easy way, if you can't remember that or what these say, which way is this inequality sign pointing? To the left. Good. So that's an easy way to remember where to shade. Alright, now for interval notation. We're going to write it as an ordered pair, kind of, okay? But we're going to use either parentheses or bracket. What do you think is going to be for this 8? Do y'all remember? Nope. So parentheses means that you don't include that value. So it's always going to go with open circles. So anytime you have an open circle, you're going to use parentheses in interval notation. Anytime it's a closed circle, that means you're including that value, so you use brackets. Okay? Now for the ordered pair, all you're doing is looking at this shaded line that I drew. And you're going to look at the left side of it, so I'm going to put my finger right here, and the right side. The left side, where would this stop at? It wouldn't stop, right? It would go all the way to what? If this number line kept going, kept going, kept going, where would this stop at? Negative infinity. Good. It would go on forever and ever, right? So on the left side, this line would stop at negative infinity. On the right side, where does it stop? This side of my finger. 8, right? Just looking at this part. just this part. Let me highlight it. So we know on this side, my left side, this will go on forever and ever and ever, right? So it starts at negative infinity, then it stops at 8. Everybody see that? Okay. So we'll write comma 8. Now we have to worry about parentheses and brackets. We already discussed this is going to be a what? Parentheses. Because it does not include that value. Now, do you think we could ever reach negative infinity? No. So do you think we can include it? No. So it's going to be what? I'll say it again. So we put a parentheses here because we could not include 8. Could we include negative infinity? No. So we put a parentheses 2. So easy way to remember that. Anytime you have plus or minus infinity, anytime you're going to use parentheses because you can never reach that value. So every time you have that, you'll put a parentheses around it. Alright, so here's our solution. Here's the interval notation. Here's the graph, or the number line. How was that? Easy-ish? Okay, we're going to work like 3 more together, and then I'm going to let you do some things on your own. Let's look at number 4. Okay, moving down to 4. Tell me the first thing to do. Anybody? Add 14. We can do that. So negative 32 plus 14. Negative 18 less than negative 6z. Now we need to get rid of the what? By dividing by what? Dividing by negative 6. So what do we do here? Flip the sign because you're dividing the entire thing by a negative number, right? And now what's negative 18 divided by negative 6?
3.
And this? Z. I think everybody's good with the solving part, right? Okay. So let's draw our number line. Tell me 3 numbers to put on here. 3 numbers. 3. 2 and 4. Good. Open or closed on the number 3? Open circle. Good. Do we shade to the left or to the right? Good. Read me what this says, starting with Z. Z is less than 3. Which values on the number line are less than 3? To the left. So why do you think this is pointing right? Good, because the variable's on the right side instead of the left, like it should be, right? So we can put this Z on this side, and I'm going to write it over here. But what would I have to do if I swap these? I also have to swap the what? Good. So now it's easy to see that we need to shade to the what? Good. Does that make sense? Okay. So looking at this part, just the shaded part of my line, on the left side, so this side right here, where would it go to? Good. On the right side, where would it go to? Stops at 3. Parentheses or bracket for this one? This one? Good. Do you think that it could be a bracket and a parentheses? So what if this was, same over here, negative infinity, but what if this was a closed circle?
Yes.
Yes, so it could be parentheses bracket as well. Questions? Alright, let's do, y'all pick 2 more. 7 and what? 10? Okay. Starting with 7, Catherine, what do I do first on number 7?
You distribute the outside.
Yep. Alright, so tell me what that's going to be, this side.
So 24B.
Alright, and then,
Negative 18.
good. Alright, Sierra, on the other side, when we distribute the 2, we're going to have what? Good. Alright, Simon, what do I do from here? Or what would you like to do?
Add 18.
Okay. That's going to give me 24v. Do I change the sign?
No.
Nope. 20v plus what, Simon? Very good. Alright, Hope, what to do from here? Good. So we get 4v, oops, I almost put a z. 4v less than or equal to 24. And then we do what, everybody? Do I change my sign?
No.
Why? Very good. Alright, give me 3 numbers from my number line. Anybody?
5, 6, 7.
Alright. Alright, so Darius, open or close circle on 6? Alright. Amy, left or right from my shading? Very good. Okay. Alright, Connor, tell me what the interval notation would be.
Or negative infinity. And then 6.
Alright, right here?
Parentheses, bracket.
Very good. Questions? Alright, same thing. Y'all are going to help me with number 10. Then when I'm going to split y'all up into some groups. Okay. Number 10. Tell me what to do first, Madison.
Multiply negative 4.
Very good. Multiply by negative 4. Alright. Sarah? Do I have a Sarah in here? Okay. What's your name? She's trying not to look at me so she thinks I won't call her. Yeah. Nicole. Yes, I knew that. Okay, Nicole, tell me what I would, what this would be if I multiply by negative 4.
That would be 9z plus 5.
Alright, how'd you get that?
Because it's like,
You got it.
if you distribute like negative 4 and 9z plus 5, it'd be like negative 36,
Mm-hmm.
negative 20, and then it'll be over negative 4 and then be like 5.
Good. So in other words, the negative 4s cancel out, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. So what would this be?
Plus 18.
Somebody help her out. You have to multiply it by negative 4. Good, Danielle. So that would be what? Anybody can answer. Negative 72. Alright, what else? Flip the sign. Good, because we multiplied the entire thing by what? Negative 4. And what's 26 times negative 4? Negative 104. Okay. Alright, Bryant, what to do next?
Add 72 to both sides. Or 5. Subtract 5.
Okay. From both sides?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, we can do
You
that.
can combine.
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, we could do either one, but this will be easier. So what's 5 minus 72?
67.
Alright. What next, everybody? Very good. So we get 9z is greater than what? Negative what now? Very good. Now we need to divide by what? Very good. So z is greater than negative what now? 4.1. I don't mind if y'all change these to decimals. And the reason why, would it be easier to graph negative 37 over 9 on a number line or this?
Yeah.
This, right? Because you wouldn't know like what's greater than this or what's less than this. This would be easier to tell, okay, what's less than negative 4.1? What's less than this?
Negative 4.2.
Good, negative 4.2, negative what? 5.1, negative 5, any of those. What's one greater than this?
5.1.
Negative. Yeah, we could use that. Let's cover this up. What's negative 4 plus 1? Negative 3.1 would be 1, right? Let's use those. So my number line, I'm going to use negative 4.1 in the middle. Alright, if I subtract 1 from this, it would be negative 5.1. If I add 1, it would be what? Negative 3.1. Alright, open or closed?
Open.
Left or right?
Right? No.
Is this saying z is greater than or less than? Greater than. So which value is greater than?
Right.
This one, right? Does everybody see that? Okay. So tell me interval notation. Let me highlight it.
Positive infinity.
We always want to start with the left side of the highlighted portion, okay? So the left side, it starts with what? And then on the right side, where would it end? Infinity. Another way to remember that, always put the smallest number first in interval notation. Which one's smaller? Definitely this one, right? Infinity is like the biggest number you can imagine. Alright, what goes on this side? Good. Alright, how do we feel about these? Okay? Alright, then instead of groups, let's do this. Everybody work 2 and 3. Just 2 and 3 right now. Okay?